Am I the meanest?
Sure enough.
Am I the prettiest?
Sure enough.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Sure enough.
But who am I?
Sure enough.
Who am I?
Sure enough.
I can't hear you.
Sure enough. Sure enough.
Shoka. Shoka.
Yeah, sure enough, we back again on a Friday, man. What up, YouTube world and all the other platforms that we are on? You know what I'm saying? It's the AM King Show. This morning we flying with the trifecta. CLB, JPad the Juggernaut. Like, subscribe, and share. We up in here. Peace, peace, and peace again. You know what I'm saying? Just like that. You know what I mean? As C was just saying, peace with the blunt. That's a peace blunt. You know, the indigenous people talk about peace pipe. These motherfuckers smoking a peace blunt every goddamn day.
Yep. Yeah, you know it.
That's it. That's what we do, man. We ain't bothering nobody, so nobody should be bothering us.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Oh, B-boys that made it early today, man. What's going on? Friday. Oh, what's going on Friday, man? We were jumping in, man. Come on now. You already know. Yeah, let's get to it and stick to it. You feel me? You know, hey, like, subscribe, and share. Once again, we here, man, and you already know it's Friday, so you know I'm about to flex up with the music one time for the one time, man. Y'all get a good listen to this blend of shit. You know that I got. Yeah.
Juggernaut.
It's the juggernaut.
Oh yeah, good morning, Rain. You already know. What's up, world? We here. You know, the season's changing, so we gotta stay fresh with it, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, good look, Rain. You already know, B-Boys TV in the building. Y'all catch Blunt Conversations later, and also lfxmedia.com. Y'all missed us on the lovely radio show last night. We had a nice time. LB was in the building. Yeah. That's how we do it, man. Right there, L.
Yeah.
hot fire, nylon style. You think I'm not hot, you thinking wild. I'm an alien, not from this world. I protect the boys and girls. I do it for the family, man. Ain't nothing stopping me, man. Ain't nothing stopping me, man. Hey. I spit hot fire, nylon style. You think I'm not hot, you thinking wild. I'm an alien, not from this world. I protect the boys and girls. I do it for the family, man. Ain't nothing stopping me, man. Yeah. Ain't nothing stopping me, man. Man. Cookie, man. Good look, Rain. It's a different season, man. You gotta, you know, you put like the seasons and shit, you know. Yeah, luxury beats. Need some beats, you already know who to holler at, man. Holler at me, holler at Rain, holler at the squad, man. Oh yeah, I got this one. Random thoughts say you thought I would stop, I will not. I bring good music to the block. Thoughts and you thought I would stop, I will not. I bring good music to the block. Yeah, we bring good music to the block. Yeah. That old classic breakbeat in there, L. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's top down driving through. You know what I'm saying? Good looking, Rain. Sometimes it's hard to use breakbeats, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got a bunch of them if you want to try some breakbeats out, chopping up breakbeats. Give you that old classic hip hop style. Like this. Hey. Some real hip hop shit. Let's go.
Juggernaut's on 1 or 2, man. JPEG, Q.
I see you, see. Put the coons on the chopping block till they out of stock. Now it's time to take the garbage out. What you talking about? A hold back nothing. They frontin' and bluffing. Hold back. Hold back nothing. Frontin' and bluffing. They ducking and running for nothing. Yeah. Put the coons on the chopping block till they out of stock. Now it's time to take the garbage out. What they talk about? A whole bag of nothing. They frontin' and bucking. They be ducking. Oh yeah. They be bucking, ducking, and running from nothing. Bucking, ducking, and running from nothing. Ah. Man, this be funky to death. Yeah, that's taking some cinematic, you know what I'm saying? Hey, let's go. fall. You already know what it is. Just give me a call, I'll do it all. Yeah. That's some good old rider music right there, L. That's when you get on your little fresh Jones. Fly gear on and shit. Get in the car, cruise around the motherfucking bay and shit. You know what I mean? When you out and about with your lady, this is the music you gotta play before you get ready to step out. You know what I'm saying? Get you in a good musical mood. You know what I mean?
Juggernaut.
Let's see who the architect see got next. I see him over there. With that phone, you know it's on. Can you match that rhyme? Can you match that rhyme? Hey, can you match that rhyme? I'm gonna do it my way. That's that rider music. Peak the movement, smoother than the pack of fools. If you acting rude, then I'ma act a fool. That's that rider music. Peak the movement, smoother than the pack of fools. If you acting rude, I'ma act a fool. Yeah. Yeah, that's a funky one right there. Oh yeah, once again, that's that Bay Area, that's that Bayfront look, I mean. Soon you gotta have your smoking jacket on. Smoking jacket music. Yeah, that's that smooth player from the Himalaya. Abbott. Out on a grown folk night. Yeah. Oh yeah. LFX Media in the building. What's up? Yeah.
K-Pack going hard.
Juggernaut on one and two, man.
On point percussion, no discussion. Pass the blunt, now I'm puffing. On point discussion, no on point
Slam.
That's one you was liking yesterday, L.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pete. Taking them back to the cabaret days, man. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, luxury music, man. That's what I've been working on lately, man. It's that luxury music, you know? It's when you gotta put on the watch, put the rings on, you know what I'm saying? Get the derby. Fuck the hat. You gotta rock the derby. It's derby. It's that derby and fedora music. You know what I mean? Big Willie. Yeah, LB sitting there while cooking these joints up, man. He heard the process.
Yeah, that's just one right there.
Man. Woo. Just feel good, don't it? Oh, John checking in. What up? Oh, there it is, P. Look at P.
What's happening?
Yeah. Oh, shit. Whirling Derby. Hey, yo, that's that groovy chill. That's that groove. Yeah. Higher than you can see. You can't find me. Negro, please, got no time for Reggie. I'm smoking hefty and healthy at all times. Kill this beat like I'm killing the time. Caught that one. Caught that one. Hey, soul shit, right. Speaking of the soul, make sure y'all tap into LFXmedia.live for the woke show. Get your soul cleaned up. You know what I'm saying?
Watch it.
Yeah, L, that's a nice one right there, man. I agree with you on that, man. That's saying something without saying nothing. You know what I mean?
Yes,
yeah, man. Yeah. And for those who be wondering, some of those joints got samples in them, but a beat like that right there, I cooked that all up without no samples at all. You know what I'm saying? That's just me playing on the keys and the bass and doing what it do. No time to waste. Haste makes waste. Be patient and wait. Hey, yo, that's a line right there. That's a line for you right there. Blunt Conversations, good morning. You already know what it is, man. Welcome. You already know what it is. Stay tuned in for Blunt Conversations podcast later today. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all stay tuned in and tapped in with my man Misery doing the damn thing out there in the Midwest. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Midwest Connect, Beat Boys TV. Good look, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad y'all enjoyed the mix. You know what I'm saying? Always gonna have something fresh for y'all, you know what I'm saying, every single time, man. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man. So yeah, we're here on a Friday, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Nice and relaxed. P, I love that hat, man. That's primo.
Yeah.
Primo,
I'm
man.
on the run,
That's how you do it right there.
Yo, P.
Yeah.
I'm on the run, G.
From New Jack
Let me
City.
tell you how we can fix it.
And my brother's people.
He said, I'm gonna tell you how we can fix it. Tell you how we can make it all go away.
My last name is Carter. We in the building.
Oh, the Carter. It's funny because when I was up there a few summers ago, we were staying in an Airbnb right across the street from the Carter. And that was crazy. Me and QS, you know what I'm saying? When we shot the Mako video, you know what I'm saying? For those who ain't never seen the Mako. Yeah. Oh, see, John said LB got on the right Scully.
You already know, John. That's who I run with. That's who I run with.
Oh, you know what, man? And the funny thing is, watch y'all sneak up out of nowhere and start taking over the division and shit. Man, sometimes you get a late start, and then that's what it is.
Man, it's just all script, man. It ain't real football no more, man. It's entertainment.
Yeah, we know that.
Highest levels for Vegas. They're doing it for Vegas.
Yeah, we know that. Speaking of that tragic incident, didn't want to really bring it up, but the young brother from the Cowboys that took his own life a couple of days ago, man, that was rough, man. You know what I'm saying? You say what? See?
I said that's tragic.
Yeah, that's very tragic. You know what I mean? That's unfortunate. He's 24 years old, just getting his start in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man. Yeah, it's just unfortunate, man. It's an unfortunate situation. Rest in peace to him. And I know he had lost a family member. I think his mother or somebody had passed away just recently. And yeah, man, you just never know what these young folks is going through, man. Sometimes you got to pull them to the side, even at that highest level. You know what I'm saying? Somebody should have recognized that there was something going on with him and pulled him to the side, got him some counseling. That he was in the Dallas Cowboys organization. You
Right.
know, for the Cowboys to not recognize, you know, that I'm not saying to blame the organization all the way around the board, but I'm sure there was some signs and some clues that something wasn't right. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean, the thing about people is that in order to see that, it takes a certain level of empathy and a certain level of intuition.
Mm-hmm.
So the signs will be there and no one will see it. I see it a lot of times, and it's like there's only but so much I can do because it's not my responsibility to save everyone.
No, no, it's not our
And
responsibility. You're right.
so it's like, okay, that person, I'll be walking past people all the time. Like, that person's depressed. That person thinking about killing themselves. Like, how can you tell? It's from the way they walk and how they talk and how they move their eyes. You have to pay attention to those subtle things. Depression
Mhm.
doesn't look like a sad face. It looks like someone's laughing.
Joker.
Yes,
So
indeed.
you have to look and listen in between the laugh.
Hmm. Yeah. If you follow the story about the Joker, he had an illness that made him it was a
Mhm.
laugh, but it was actually a cry out for help.
Yeah, if you saw that movie, yeah, and you dug into that, the one that
Mhm.
where Joaquin Phoenix did play the Joker, yeah,
Yeah.
that really was a tragic story too. At the same time, you know what I mean. Body language is big. Yes, yes, yes.
Mhm.
Misery. Body language is everything,
Yeah.
and I'm sure there was clues. There was context clues and things of that
Mhm.
nature that was kind of giving that away. You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate. It is. It's unfortunate because you want people to live happy, long, healthy lives. You know what I'm saying? But mental health is real, and you know we just can only say prayers and condolences to his family. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Mhm.
It's one of the tragic moments in sports. There was a lot of tragic moments this year, but we also preach and say all the time, you know, we got to stay in the light, stay high vibes, and rally around each other. And that's what we do here at the AM King Show, man. Everybody's here sharpening the toolkit. We learning every single day. There's people on the panel that are learning. There's people in the chat learning. And that's what we're here for, to learn together and grow and be in a positive, healthy mindset. A positive, healthy mindset. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Like, subscribe, and share. John said if someone has it on their mind to do that, then there's little anyone can do to alter that. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But at least we could try. You know what I'm saying? At least we can give it an effort and try and say that, you know, but just falling on deaf ears or not saying anything, you know what I'm saying? That's not the way to go. We can at least try. We can at least try to, you know, reason with those people. But you're right. If people are hell bent on a pathway, they are. And there's nothing that's going to change that. Yep. Nothing's going to change that. So definitely good take, good take. We'll go to
Yeah.
our first subject.
I know what John's talking about. Though.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
seems
I do too. I understand exactly what he's talking about. See,
yeah, because he's talking about the ones that really are going to do it. Most people that say they want to kill themselves really don't. They just want someone to listen to them.
yeah,
He's talking about the ones that really are going to do it. They're not going to say anything. They just write a letter and just do it.
yeah. See, Misery just said my cousin killed himself. Everyone was trying to talk to him over basketball. Man, man, you just never know what's going on with people. You know what I mean? You know, and then once you identify it, that's all I was saying. Misery, we can do what we can. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, that's tragic, man. He killed himself in the car like 2 days after we talked to him.
Mhm.
Condolences to you and your family for that, man. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And you never want to hear about these things, and we can reach those people, try to get them the help that they need. You know what I'm saying? But like John said, if they have it on their mind, that's just what's going to happen, and it's a sad thing, man. It's a sad reality of our world. Sad reality because we've seen this instance many times, not just in professional sports, just in life general. You know, just life in general. I think we all have known somebody that, you know, I personally had a few clients that did that. You know what I'm saying? One was quadriplegic. I'm not going to say his name out of respect for his family, but he was a quadriplegic, and I think he just was tired, bro. Like I ain't even gonna hold you. He was tired, just like John said, he was tired, man. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, you really don't know what people's mindset is. And he was into the church and everything, but you just don't know what people are going through, man. It
Yeah,
just
two
is what
brothers
it
that
is.
killed themselves. One jumped off a building,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one was just like he just let himself die out. He had AIDS, and he was like, man,
Mm.
and I don't guilt myself for it. At one point, I was like, man, I could have been there. I was like, nope, nope, hell to the no. He chose his fate. It wasn't like I wasn't there for him. He did reach out, and I reached back.
Mm-hmm.
So he made his decision. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Sometimes it's like that, man. Let's go to our first subject, though, fellas, shall we? You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and take a look and see what we got here. What we got here is one Chuck D from Public Enemy. And yeah, we're gonna talk about what Chuck had to say about the evolution of hip hop and why the genre is no longer a tool for revolution.
Hip hop still the best weapon for revolution?
No. We might have been broke, but we wasn't broken. That was the key. Black folks, right? Black folks were together no matter what they threw at us. Yep. The only thing they could throw at us in the 80s was a plethora of guns, drugs, and then also a lot of things they poured in there that caused division between the young and old. You go to other societies, and that start to crack down because you go to Amazon and they screen ages too in the Amazon. So, but elders are revered, and then also elders they don't get that term of they just bitter because they ain't getting it. Number one, the old school, listen, they didn't measure themselves with money. That's where the term came from. It's like, I don't want your money. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm saying in the best New York vernacular.
Right.
When you go, yo, man, I don't want your money. Because their levels, their statuses was different. Their statuses was like here. It was like deep within. This is the core that no matter what machinery they came up with, they couldn't penetrate the core here. You know, you go to places like Philly, it's like, damn, man, I wonder when they're going to get some urban renewal. But Philly was called the city of brotherly love. So within all the drama, people like, yo, we like here. The Bronx. Bronx was left to ashes. Left for dead. What comes up out of that?
Hip hop.
Hip hop. Hip hop. Yeah. The Bronx is burning. Yep.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. See, him talking about the Bronx is burning and people didn't know about that. You know what I mean? Didn't know about that. But I think Chuck had a really, really strong point there. You know what I'm saying? And his explanation was pretty much spot on for those who are watching. Malik, good morning, bro. You already know what it is, man. Thank you for staying tapped in. But yeah, man, talk a little bit about that. You know what I'm saying? Because the evolution of hip hop, it's no longer a cornerstone for revolution. At least in a whole scale. I know some of us still believe in revolution and we still talk about it in our music. But you know, as far as the mainstream is concerned and how they stripped that part of the culture away from mainstream music, that's where we really are focused on right there. So give your take on that, C.
well, people have been doing their best to get people to unify under this new world order, and they've been doing it in so many ways, and they tend to push hard in their most effective ways. One of them is music. So they're consistently looking for the most influential music, and happen to be hip hop. At first, they were going with metal, and then they saw that people were actually becoming mentally better. Even though they were talking about drugs, they were talking about snow bunnies and all that other stuff in their music. People were becoming mentally better. There was a few epidemics of that white stuff in there. However, though, the mental health scene was progressively getting better. They didn't like that. They looked over in hip hop. They was like, oh wow, these people over there, they really are getting better because of the music, and it's happening really fast, faster than it was in the metal scene. All right. Oh, look, okay. We have this group over here called NWA. They see the thing about NWA. They had two kinds of music. They had the street music, and they had the uplifting music. The uplifting music wasn't promoted.
Right. I think after they did Express
Express
Yourself,
yourself.
especially after they did that, it was like the music outside of that. It was like the label said, "No, get back to that gangster shit."
Yeah, and it's not
And,
like it was more than just Express Yourself. There was a few records they
oh
was
no, they
talking
had
about.
they had a bunch where they were talking about the,
Yeah,
you know,
and it wasn't promoted.
injustice of the police and you know what I'm saying, little ghetto boys and all that other stuff. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but they'll promote Easy E robbing the store and what the codes mean. They'll promote that though. They
Hmm.
won't show the interviews with Easy E. Is like, yo, even though I was in these streets, I'm trying my best to get up out there. It's not really the way. They don't promote that.
Oh
So
yeah.
once they said I was really influential, they used that to degrade little by little within the people. Now people are broken.
Hmm. Man, well said, brother. Well said. Well said. He'll be picking up the screen.
My bad.
Standing at the screen. Hey,
My
B-Boys.
bad.
John said that was a time when hip hop actually saved lives. Nowadays, things are different. If you can actually understand what they are saying now, it's far more detrimental to one's psyche than uplifting. Agreed. Agreed. You know what I'm saying? And this is the narrative. Once the culture was stripped and then taken away because people were not being proactive in preserving it and keeping it within the ranks. You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal take on it. I've seen it, you know what I'm saying, where the corporate executives realized nobody was putting a strong claim and stamp on the genre and owning it. You know, then the music industry got involved, and that's the music that you see today. Yeah, yeah, blunt conversations. Now you have a cycle of broken music. You know what I'm saying? And it's really something. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. B boy said, "Hey, yo, P, I like that hat, man. Himalaya player."
Shout out to Chill. Groove Beats.
Chill from Groove B Chill. Groove B Chill. That's exactly what I thought as soon as I seen that hat, P. I was just
Hey,
ain't nothing like ain't nothing like
Yeah.
hip hop music.
mhm.
That's real classic. Yeah,
The
and all you
original
need is a hot
tossing
track
up.
now. Well, I agree with that, John, but I'm gonna take it a step further. You need a hot track and you need some money because the way you get to this new age spotlight is the amount of money, and we put it out there.
200,000. You
Yeah,
need 200,000 to be exact.
at least, yeah, at least 200. I would say 250. C, but I'm right there with you, man. If you got 200,000, you can make some noise right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all you need is a hot track now. Yeah, I mean, you do need that. I mean, that's a requirement for any music. You got your music got to be banging. But on top of that, though, it's on the people don't understand like the team that you have to have, the finances that you have to have in order just to get on the Billboard chart. There's a lot of videos up there. I don't even really want to get in too far because I want to get some take from LB and
Mm.
PDC. But yeah, you can look at the videos, and yeah, the money has to be there. Yep, yep, that money has to be there. Yeah, yeah, the money has to
Yes.
be there, man, to push a record. It's just that simple. To break a single in this day and age cost at the bare minimum 50K. 50K to if you want to hit the Billboard chart. Now that's if your goal is to be there. And that's what your goal is with your music. You know what I'm saying? This is what the executives and everybody that's starting to leak it out there on the internet is saying that's really tied in. You know what I'm saying? They know how much it actually costs to break a record. You know what I mean? But
Man, there's a
LB,
reason for it.
yep, LB, go ahead and talk about it, bro.
Yeah, as I said, I go off of memory and shit. Because when I was young and you first listen to rap music and shit, they gave messages. They gave you like plans of in this area, this is how we live, this is how things work, this is what you need to avoid, and this is what you need to do. This new age shit, they just playing music. They got the good beats and shit, but the words, the message, ain't nothing there and shit. There's R&B. You don't hear R&B shit. You don't hear nothing no more. Everything is all programmed for you to listen to certain shit for certain reasons and shit.
Yeah, and the creativity got stripped down. You know what I'm saying? Because a majority of the music that's up there now has a sample of something that we remember from our eras growing up. You know what I mean? So that's now the new music. You know what I mean? It's not really new music. It's not created creativity. It's not the era of the Stevie Wonders and Houdinis and
Yeah.
things of that nature, and the Run DMCs where everybody was taking a step out on faith, and really doing what it is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, John said, yeah, man, the flow and subject matter is a joke. For the most part, I've been recording people lately, and I just don't get it anymore. It's definitely you're not going to get it. You know what I'm saying? We're from a different era. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to be able to relate creatively to what these people are tapped into, because we remember a whole genre and variety of music that just doesn't exist anymore. You know what I'm saying? That's why we still keep reaching back in the archives and playing the greatest hits of your time and mine. You know what I'm saying? Abbott, shed some light on it.
Yeah, we are definitely the era right now in this real time. What's the highest traffic source? Live streaming. Who's the who's
Mm-hmm.
the who's the biggest live streamer that we know? Kai Cenat.
Kai
Yeah,
Sanat.
Sanat. Yeah. So they actually allowed him to come into the award shows, and I think Kevin Hart talked him onto the stage and got him in because
Mm-hmm.
he kind of tutoring, he kind of putting him under his wing, but he got him in with a live camera. So back in the day, and I'll tie this in with some politics too. Back in the day when we came to school, we recited lyrics. And not only did we
Yeah, we
recite
did.
lyrics, some of us had magazines that about what was going on. So we were tied in with Word Up. We were tied in with some of the teen
Right on.
magazines, Right On. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And we kind of got a biography of what was going on in their lives, and we heard the lyrics as well. So we came to school and we were reciting these lyrics, and also there's no readers. You know what I'm saying? If Kai was a reader, he would have knew who Wale was. He's not a reader. He walked right into Wale and called him Wally. You know what I'm saying?
Wally.
I
Wow.
ran I ran into Kid and Play. I was at a concert, and how I ran into him, I just hung around to the end of the concert. We talking about in the 90s, by the way. So they
Yeah.
came up to me and I was talking to Play. I was like, where your girlfriend saw that? He was like, how you know I go with saying I read Word Up, all that stuff. Like they talk about y'all lives. So I'm up on it. You know what I mean? So the kids today, even the kids that I work with, I mentioned certain artists, and they really I mentioned Beanie Siegel to one of my coworkers, and they were like, "Ooh." So
Ooh.
that's how far detached they're in the moment right
Oh
now.
yes. Oh
And
yes.
we not only was in the moment in the 80s, but we was tied in because I spent a lot of time in Ohio. So I was going through my dad's record crates. So Earth, Wind and Fire, the OJs. It's kind of before my time, but still I was tapped in with it. And that's how we revolve. We revolve for the past, the present, and I don't think we was too much into the future. I know I wasn't into the future that
Yeah.
much.
Living in the
And
times.
I was living in the times and I knew my history. So that's kind of what's missing. They don't know their history. So like C was saying and John was saying, it's a lot of babble, you know, incomes. We had like Dawes effects. They had bump skitty, you know what I'm saying? But they books. His name was School, but it
School.
was Books,
Yep.
which he was a teacher.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because they were wordsmiths. You know what I'm saying? And they did
Wordsmiths. So
wordplay.
they had
That's
the
where wordplay started coming in.
exactly.
Yeah, skiggity, bump skiggity. Those type of word schemes and
Hibbity
things of
ha
that nature.
ha.
But it had you expanding your mind. I guess that's the most important thing that P's saying. And
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? And yeah, that is crazy. Blunt Conversations, $50,000 for a garbage ass record is crazy, and it will win. It will. It will. Money
Oh yeah.
talks in this era. And P, you're absolutely right, man. Great take, bro. Because that's just man. I mean, me being in hip hop as long as I've been in hip hop and being an active participant in it, I've seen the disconnect slowly take center stage, and the erosion of the community connect in hip hop and the culture of it being disconnected from generation to generation is quite crazy. You know what I'm saying? But that's because they duped all of us into believing that one genre or one strain of the genre was supposed to be the dominant factor, and they took away the variety that you had in the 80s and the 90s. The 80s and the 90s, there was no question that the variety of hip hop that you had at that point in time was just, it was unmatched. You could hear a little bit of everything, and that's what we needed. We needed to tell the story of the streets, even from Grandmaster Flash in their days all the way up to the 90s, when you had DMX and you had all these guys, saying, holding it down, the Locks and the West Coast, and Snoop and Dre and NWA, and all these different cultures, the South, the Midwest, what I'm saying, with Bone Thugs and all these guys. You just had a variety. You just had so much more to listen to, and even all of these artists that I'm mentioning had a variety of music. You know what I'm saying? The song that made Bone Thugs infamous was The Crossroads, and it had nothing to do with gang banging or anything like that. It's talking about missing loved ones. You know what I mean? And so, it just goes to show you how things have disconnected. And I think Chuck was right on that. He definitely spoke volumes when he was speaking, and that was a great question that Charlemagne, which I don't necessarily agree with everything that Charlemagne talks about, but that was a great question that he asked Chuck D. And he got the right response, and I think that was timely, and I'm glad that we've got a chance to talk about it. John said this. He said the gene pool is quite shallow. These people say shit without thought, and I'm quite sure they just haven't done any reading or studying anything in depth, thus the lack of lyrical content. And that's another disconnect. Education. How we are educating ourselves. It's a disconnect. You know what I'm saying? And we understand this quite well. C was saying it the other day before the show. He writes everything. He writes it down still. You know what I'm saying? That was from our era. We have people that are understand those kind of principles. You know what I'm saying? LB. I know LB got probably like a notebook full of stuff that he has written down, about anything that he's doing with his business. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep paperwork. You got to keep paperwork. You know what I'm saying? If you're not keeping paperwork, there's no way. And there's a disconnect with that, because it's the microwave generation, fellas. It's the microwave generation. Look, see, there it is. I don't even have to. You know what, man? I'm glad you showed it, but I knew it. You know what I'm saying? I know how it goes, man. We come from the loose leaf notebook era. You know what I'm saying? We come from that. We come from those times. And just really at the end of the day, education. I mean, we could take it a step further. The way that we educate ourselves, it's the microwave generation. Look, there goes P right there, and you see his vision board. And it's more than a vision board. That's a notebook, a vision board. That's everything wrapped into one. You know what I'm saying? Friendly reminders. Yep, friendly reminders. You know what I'm saying? Now, what I will say for those people in this generation, your smartphone can do all these things for you as well if you choose to utilize it that way. There's a calculator on there. There's a if you don't know the math, there's a calculator. If you need to remember stuff, there is a note. There's a notes app in every phone that you can actually jot down notes and save them and put reminders on them. You could even use your Google Calendar. You can use your Google Calendar and send reminders to yourself. Like, today's so important. I cannot forget this. And I can notify myself an hour, 30 minutes before. I can notify myself a day before or 2 days. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, no, you don't even got to question it, John. I hear what you're saying. Half the time I question if these niggas can even write. No. The answer is absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? No, because they took writing. That's one of the skills that we had to have in order for survival in this world. That's what we taught. Read, write, spell, count. Read, write, spell, count.
2 5-page term papers every single week. One I had to do it in the middle of class. I do at least only an hour and a half to do it. And there was one I would do at the end of the week.
Mm-hmm.
5 page prompt paper in an hour and a half.
Remember them. I
And if you
remember
don't,
them
they're
quite
gonna fail.
well. Yeah, we all
Yeah,
probably have written plenty of those. We've all
yeah.
probably written plenty of those. You know what I'm saying?
And during class, you had to know how to write girls too and send them messages.
Man,
Make airplanes and shit out of the paper and
you had
shit.
to know
Throw
how.
it to them and shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
you had to know how to spell. No, because the girl would look at you see if you could spell, and that was
Right.
definitely a determining
That's
factor of
one of
whether
the
you
first
were
things.
making
If you
progress.
can't spell right, she robbing you during lunch at the
Hey,
cafeteria.
look,
Look, this nigga can't spell. He's
hey,
stupid.
yo,
It's
blast
over.
on blast.
It's over for you.
On blast, it is over for you. Blunt Conversation said, "I still write my lyrics on paper. Misery. Man, I respect that. You know what I'm saying? I respect that. Subject notebook. Correct. Correct. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He said he's writing in one right now as we speak. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Critical thinking died with the accent of Google and or the ascent of Google and other internet-based search engines. That's not research. You're given answers without thought, but you still have to be able to read. Most people are getting the answers by
Yeah.
listening by the translator. If you got your speech at part of your phone on, most people that can't read are
Hmm.
asking it like this: "Hey Google, such and such and such and such." That's whatever the Google AI or whatever it is now. You can hit the microphone, tell it what you want to know the answer to. Advent. Okay. Advent.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you now, John. I got you. But no, you can tap that microphone icon, talk into it, and then it will speak back to you. So you don't have to, and the laziness of that discipline is a disconnect of education itself. They took writing out
Hmm.
of curriculum in school altogether. There is no writing. They give these kids tablets and they give them Chromebooks, like L was talking about. They all get Chromebooks, they get tablets, and they learn how to type. They don't learn how to write. If you ask
Hmm.
somebody from this generation to sign something on the dotted line, I guarantee you they can't do that. They have to digitally sign things because they
Hmm.
don't have cursive writing skill sets. You know what I'm saying? We all know how to write in cursive. Go ahead, see.
Yeah.
Two things, real quick. People don't read these days. They recite. They don't read. They recite. One,
Hmm.
two. If you do not write down your own fates, they will write your fate. All right. If you do
Mm-hmm.
not write your own fate, they will write your fate. It's
Man,
Hmm.
important to know.
man,
Yeah.
man,
That's what's wrong
man.
with
Oh yeah.
Chump. He's not a reader or a writer. So they feed him
No.
sound bites and his answers, he doesn't know how to understand. He doesn't understand the way to answer these questions because he's not a reader and he doesn't really know what's going on. So when you read and you write, you're able to communicate with people.
Yeah.
He's not even a good explainer of what he's trying to say because
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't read and write.
Yep. John said, I've seen fools talk to their phone to get answers. My 8-year-old grandson was doing that, and I disabled that feature. Not going to be stupid on my watch. And at any given point in time, grown folks that are tending to the young people, you have the ability to do such. You know what I'm saying?
Let him cook.
Yeah, yeah, yep, absolutely, absolutely. It all depends on how the generations are being taught. And unfortunately, a lot of these young folks and younger generation, they in their early education, their early upbringing was pacifying them by shoving one of these technological pieces in their hand, and that's all they know. Habits are practiced, as we all say on this particular subject. Habits are practiced, whether they're good habits or bad habits. But if you shove the tablet in your kid's hand, by the time they turn 5, how are you going to expect them to know anything else? El, you was gonna say something?
yeah, because think about it. They're put.
Pull your
They're
mic down a little bit, bro. Yeah,
Yeah,
go
think
ahead.
about it. They're eliminating the libraries and shit, and they're putting more and more electronics in their hands and shit. They're controlling the
Mhm.
situation and shit, man. It ain't like it's oh, I don't want to go to school and all that. They give them the choice to stay home because they can do everything from home now and shit. They ain't got to do no research. They ain't got to do nothing. Everything is right there on their fingertips.
Yep, the answers, everything. You know what I'm saying? There is no study, and then you can actually Google while you in the class taking the test and get the answer, and they allow that to happen. Now, in certain ways, I'm sure that's a benefit, but at the same time, it's not a challenge, and that's where it lacks benefit. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to challenge people
Wow.
and understand what challenge. You know what I'm saying? John said they gave his ass an iPad when he was in kindergarten. See, this
Crazy
nigga
work.
couldn't even read. Fuck them tablets. Yeah, you could say that, but at the same time, this is the era that we're in, and
Yeah.
while it's there to not help us, but it's also there to help us at the same time. That's the double-edged sword with today's technology. You can utilize it to help yourself, but for certain skill sets, I agree with you. Yeah, it's definitely fuck them tablets because that's not going to sharpen your toolkit all the way around the board. You know what I'm saying? It may make you sharper in one way, but as far as the discipline of having a tedious chore like writing, like C said, writing a 5-page essay or writing a 5-page, dissertation or whatever it is that you were involved in or whatever, field you were involved in, that's different. That's quite different. Now everything is typed up, print it out, and that's your homework. You know what I'm saying? Or it's typed up through an app, submitted in, and that's your homework. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they are. These kids cannot think their way out of anything. The library still exists. It does still exist, but for how long?
Yeah.
When online, you can pretty much collect whatever is, and I'm not saying everything, but libraries, just like the mall is starting to become defunct, things that we remember like that are going to become defunct. You know what I'm saying? Let's touch another subject before we get into our funnies today, though, fellas. Let's talk, because this is kind of like right along the line. You know what I'm saying? This is one Joey Badass, and he said, he explains what's keeping you broke. He explains what's keeping you broke. Check it out.
Money out here for all of us, and I really do believe that. But what's keeping people from that money is being too lazy to obtain the knowledge. And it's like, why are we like, they didn't teach us this in school, but the knowledge is still out there. I've taught myself this over the last 6 months by just being on YouTube videos, how to options trade, how to, you know what I'm saying, boom, boom, like doing my research on these companies, boom, and now, because I've had a portfolio, like, with Morgan Stanley for like 10 plus years, and it's just like, I've always just put money in there, and they gave me my 12% standard return on the yearly, but now I'm doing my own plays, and now my shit's going crazy because I'm paying attention. So what I'm seeing now is like, damn, like, this was just a matter of me not knowing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only thing that was keeping me from this bag right here, was just that I didn't know. So I'm like screaming off the mountaintop right now at this point in my life to all my people, like, get into these stocks, you know what I'm saying, before they find a way to lock us out, because there's so much money in it and it's so accessible nowadays. Like, deep dive, go on bar chart, go on Bloomberg News, CNBC, see what's going on, tap in.
Listen to Wall Street Trapper.
Wall Street Trapper, Earn Your Leisure, Chris Sane, Stock Brother, you know what I mean? These are pages that I follow, you know what I'm saying? People, brothers who have educated me. Shout out to Shaw, shout out to Troy, shout out to 19 Keys, you know what I'm saying? But like, this is serious. Like, my young people out there, like, this shit is serious. And it's like, the sooner you get in, the more like thankful you're gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember when Bitcoin was at 8,000, and I was like, that's a lot for a stock. But I should have bought 5 of those right now. It was at 115,000 today, and it's going to 200. And after it go to 200, it's going to 1 million. So even right now, you should get in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should get in. Yeah. Like, you got CEOs right now who's saying that they put in 10,000 every day. If they could sell their company, they sell all their shares and put it in Bitcoin. I can't tell y'all who said that, but it's a real notable billionaire. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, we got to get into it, man. Like, when they want to hide shit from us, it's like they just kind of make it intricate to obtain. You know what I'm saying? We got to get it. We got to find it. It's out there.
It's out there. It's out there, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? See, what you think?
Well, he's right. At the same time, he's also setting people up for failure, because there are prerequisites to anything in life, no matter what you want to do. And part of that is home training. Another part of that is having a balanced personality, having a balanced character. How come? Because that also affects your decision capabilities. You have to check yourself. Am I greedy? Why am I doing this? What is my end game? And then when you actually get into stocks, you don't get into stocks to make money. You don't do that. If you get into stocks to make money, you're going to lose money every single time. You get into stocks to follow a process. You get into stocks to follow rules. When you follow the rules and follow the process, don't worry about money. Don't worry about how much you're going to make. Just follow the rules and process. Keep studying. Keep reading. You'll make that money.
Right. Keep applying. Yes, all three of those. Yep. Thank you. See, thank you. John said, I partially agree. My only issue is that knowledge shouldn't always be attached to money. That's what C just said. We place far too much emphasis on money where we should just be focused on building knowledge. Yeah, man. That's absolutely 100. LB.
Yeah, that's 100% facts right there. Cause like they say, if you're not around it, you're not gonna know nothing about it. So a lot of people ain't been around it because if you ain't around people that conversate about it, you ain't gonna be in that conversation. So then you got to learn the process. So you know what I mean. And then they got scams and stuff on some of that stuff too. So you really don't know what to do if you don't know what you're doing. So you really got to sit back and do some research, just like anything else you want to do in life. So
Yep, yep. Yes, indeed. Research is definitely a foreign language in this day and age to many because, like I said, the habit has been practiced and it wasn't enforced on people. And I'm not saying that in a negative way. It wasn't put in the curriculum for people to develop a strong habit of research, a strong habit of reading, writing, spelling, and counting. You know what I'm saying? And the communication is getting. I mean, and I'm not saying everybody, is guilty for spelling incorrectly or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But some of the text messages that I've gotten from the and I mean the younger generation, and anyone from the teeny boppers to the early 20s, man, their text messages are so broken with the language. It's almost like you cannot understand anything that's being said to you. And so critical thinking, yeah, John, that's definitely what this is. Abbott,
Yeah, they talking emojis now. So
man, they talk in
it's
emojis.
it's
And
almost
acronyms.
You
like
said you said what's he?
And acronyms.
Oh, acronyms. Yeah.
yeah, it's their own form of sign language. You know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
you know, it's retarding. It's retarding them. Yeah. So
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. No, no, and I don't necessarily say retarding. I just say it definitely is dumbing them down for
I
sure.
mean, that's the actual technical term. He's actually he's
yeah,
politically
they're
correct.
retarding them. It's retarding them. Like
It's stunting
I
their
work with
growth.
kids. I work with teenagers every single day, and they're national honor students. They're top 10 of their class, and I tell them to turn to the left, and they're like,
You did ass?
man, I have
yeah,
to go out and touch them and
Wow.
turn them to
Oh
the right.
man. If this was
Wow.
the 80s, oh man. It's like, oh, okay. What side is that? Are you sure?
Yeah.
What side is that? Are
Yeah.
you sure? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Don't let this happen again.
Yeah.
we give we give them real simple instructions, like
Yes, please.
follow my finger, follow my finger. Your eyes should be right here, your nose should be right here, and you almost gotta walk out and touch them and move their head, move their shoulders, move
Yeah.
their feet, and they
Yeah.
honor students
Mm,
compared to our school system. I
mm.
mean, according to our school system, these is the top tier of their class. You know what I'm saying? So ugh, it's rough out there.
Man.
When it comes to trading, and I talk to some of my coworkers, I talk to kids. One kid said he's been in the stock market for 2 months and made $20,000. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Again, it's not about the dollar; it's about muscle and the muscle memory. I started trading. I joined a group, joined a Facebook group, you know, and it was 365. I think it was kind of, I can't remember. It was 365, like get rich in 365 days, basically. So yeah, I was paying them $100 a month to be a part of their group, and what I did was wean away from that. You know, I didn't pay too many times, but start learning the motor skills that it takes to trade, and a lot of the marking up the charts. What we do here on this podcast, when I show you, here's a month ago where this was at. Here's a year ago. Here's the all-time high. Here's the all-time low. That's part of marking up your charts. And then you'll find the highs and the lows, and there's a medium point straight across that you're gonna. It's kind of a gamble, but it's still research saying it has hit this mark 3 times. After the third time, it's either gonna go bullish or it's gonna go bearish. It's going to go up or it's going to go down after it hits that mark 3 times. So you do your due diligence and you learn how to chart. And as you learn how to chart, then you'll get close to a 70% accuracy when you're marking up your chart. You're not going to hit it every time, but you have
Right.
much discipline. You lose, you win, but if you win 70% of the time, then your account will look decent. But you have to learn the motor skills on how to pay it. To lose is the biggest effect of the market. You get up in the morning and you watch the news, and whatever you're trading, whatever you're invested in, the news will kind of dictate how your day will go and how your month will go.
Okay. Good advice, Pete. Thank you, man. Thank you, bro. And we also try to sharpen our toolkit the best that we can. Obviously, things are funneling into these mediums. So you got to join the race. You know what I'm saying? You got to join the race at some point, because it seems to me like they're not really giving us many other options for solid, foundations of building a financial portfolio, unless you do invest in the stocks and the bonds and things of that nature. You know what I mean? Like, there are things you can do, but as you can see, trading is one of the biggest things in today's society. And understanding it is the key. You know what I'm saying? Just like John said, grades are not an indicator of intelligence. It's how you apply the knowledge that shows true intelligence. How you apply is the key word. Application of these things is going to determine everything. Application. When you apply yourself, that's an old saying that we remember from our days. You know what I'm saying? What was the thing that they always used to tell us? Apply yourself. Apply yourself. You know what I'm saying? And what that means is you got to take the knowledge that you're given and you got to actually put it into use. You must put it into use. If you're not putting the knowledge that you're gaining into use, like, I would never be as good as I am with music or anything that I'm really, really good at if I didn't apply myself. If I didn't take the initiative to take the long hours, to take the time and absorb a lot of my time and energy and application into these things, I would have never been who I am now. I wouldn't be able to play you a ocean of beats and not only that, but understand what that value is of that intellectual property that I have. You know what I'm saying? Like, it took time for that. It took time. It took application. It took not being lazy about it. That's for sure. It took not being lazy about it, because you can set one of these in front of somebody at any given point in time. But to tell them to make something happen with it is not going to happen overnight. No, it's not. Unless you understand this platform, you will not be able to do what I do. You know what I'm saying? But I had to take the time out and I had to discipline myself to saying, hey, look, if I'm going to really be believable and good at it for myself, most importantly, and then to others, because it's got to be more important to me than it is to you. If it's not more important to me than it is to you, then I am doing the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying? And this is some of the things that got lost by the wayside. One of our themes today was disconnect, and this is part of disconnect. These subjects are addressing the disconnect and saying let's try, even one step at a time, one person at a time. You know what I'm saying? If we can start to reconnect things that we lost connection to, we'll be a lot better down the road. We'll be a lot better down the road. It's a great talk today, fellas. Great talk, chat. Like, subscribe, and share. We'll be back on Monday. But before we get out of here, you know what I'm saying? I found a couple of funnies, guys. And these ones are funny. This one right here is the guy said this is the same ish Rick James was on. Have a look at it prior to Rick James.
You know how strong the dope gotta be to have your ass hitting this shit fluid as hell, bro. I'm talking about that shit was 100% pure. I'm talking about got my boy doing Scooby Doo and the Monster Show up moves and shit, dog. I'm talking about he came up with this shit on the fly. This was straight from the heart, from the spirit, dog. Straight from the Colombian pure, bro. Got my boy just pure spam emoting, dog. Like ain't nothing but the finest can have your ass hitting this jig this smooth, bro. Like it's nothing but that Colombian, dog. Got my boy feeling like this. Bro, do you know how strong
Hey yo.
That jig that smooth and shit.
That's Tony Montana's cousin right there.
Oh shit.
Tito Montana.
Who's that? Pony Montana? Who's that? Pony?
Yeah.
Pony Montana?
Pony
Yeah.
Montana.
You can tell that
Yeah. Hey yo,
Feeling
man.
it.
Yo, yeah, because you can just see right there, the dipping and the dodging and diving and the socializing, and whoever was in front of him, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, they took away from whoever's in the front and just
the
focused
dope
on.
gotta be to have your ass hitting this shit fluid
They
as
did the
hell,
crown
bro.
jewel stuff
I'm
like
talking about that shit was 100.
Woo!
that's a hell of a drop. Yo,
Remember
It's a hell of
Sugar
a
Hill?
drug.
and no one saying anything to him either. He was watching.
It said it was the same.
I remember the
What
movie
in the
Sugar
entire
Hill?
hell was he doing? Calling
Yeah,
down
I
spirits
remember
from
that.
the fifth dimension?
He got that look that his dad had on his face when Mellow gave him that lethal hit.
Woo!
100% pure. I'm talking about got my
The next party I go to, that's exactly how I'm dancing.
boy
Motherfucker
doing
just like that.
Scooby
Yeah, get some
doing the
jazz.
Monster Show up moves and shit, dog. I'm talking about he came up with this shit on the fly. This was straight from the heart.
Kicking and spinning and everything.
Hey yo, man, whoop.
Hey, that was
Yo,
AR Scott.
you know what he looked
You
like?
said who?
This dude named Clarence
He
Williams
looked like,
III.
yo, he looked like the crypt keeper from Tales in the Hood.
Oh,
Tales from the Hood.
oh,
Ooh,
Tales from the
the
Hood, the
shit.
shit.
Whoa, the shit.
Ooh, the shit.
The shit.
Looking like the shit. We got one more
Shit.
for
You know
y'all,
what the
man. We got one more for y'all, man. It's our
Sugar
boy.
Hill now.
Y'all know what time it is. It's LeVar Walker. But the way he just cut up Stephen A. Smith in these photos is definitely, oh man, just listen, man.
Man, somebody tell Stephen A to call me. Stephen A, you out there on that beach looking like a creature that just emerged out of the sand. I see what you're doing. You got titties. I see your titties, and they're very small. Listen, man, you need to get a whole new foundation because this is what I call bad built. Okay, all your functioning is off. Your hips are misaligned. You need to see a chiropractor, orthopedic surgeon, and every. I don't even know how you walk straight. You build like you just walk in circles for hours with nowhere to go. Like what? What is this? What is this, Stephen? What? Look at this. Your titties in the water, just floating, and oh my gosh, man! Like Stephen, listen, call me, bro. Call me. If somebody showed me this picture, was like, man, we done spotted the aliens. You are the
shit.
aliens. You're all the aliens, Stephen. And
You're
shout
all the
out to the
aliens.
young lady. Jesus Christ. Hey, do you, babe? I guess this is real love. I don't know. But Stephen, what in the hell, bro? Jesus Christ. You just in that water look like a sand creature, a lizard man. Look like you just shed it out of your skin and said, maybe we can go to the beach. Like, man, listen, call me, Steve. Call me, bro.
Diabolical.
And he said he looked like all the aliens. He didn't say one. He didn't say one. He said he looked like all the aliens.
Shit. Just a damn shit.
He's talking about his build looking crazy, man. Damn, that just don't make no damn sense.
Wow. His shoulders like that reconstructed.
Hey, yo, that shoulder definitely looks like it's been reconstructed. For real.
Like Ernie picked him.
John said it looked like some shit out of SpongeBob with them noodle arms and titties.
Yeah, shit.
Patrick.
Oh man, his stomach definitely looked ET-ish for sure. Man. It definitely looked like
Going home, Stephen.
Yes. He is definitely he's definitely catching the hot one from LeVar Walker. Call him, Stephen. Call LeVar. Yeah, call him ASAP. Man, that's our time, y'all. We're gonna get out of here, man, and be productive on this Friday, man. Y'all have a great day as well. Like, subscribe, and share. We'll be back on Monday. Check out lfxmedia.live before we get out of here. Yep, tap in all day. And the next monetize your message, P. What's the next subject? Do you have a new one coming? Or
the next what we're talking about is dang. Trying to put it in the
my bad for putting it on it. My bad for putting it in the
no, I'm trying to put it in the term like when
paperback.
Yeah, when you like say you got a bank account. No, referrals, that's what it is. It's referrals. You know, you can get referrals.
What the hell, John? He said he's a 60-year-old bull dagger.
Crazy work. Crazy work.
60-year-old bull dagger.
Oh, man.
Oh my goodness, man. I'm sorry, Pete.
Oh no, disrespectful.
Yeah, but go ahead. What was you saying, Pete? My bad.
Now you can get referrals from anything, you know, it's pretty much referrals, and that's what we're talking. When you purchase, you can scroll down and see, you know, how you become an affiliate. And you see it on YouTube all the time when people are affiliates of certain platforms, and when you sign up, you know, they get bread for it. So as goes my Amazon associate membership. We still looking for, you know, go to monetize your message, go purchase that Signal Vault. It's only one item on there. It's not hard to choose. It's only $15.
lfxmedia.live and run over there and grab the
go to the last page, which is monetize your message, grab that Signal Vault. It acts as a bulletproof wallet, bulletproof vest for your wallet. Grab it now. Grab it.
Mhm. Grab it, y'all. Grab it. Hey, man, we're out of here. Y'all have a great Friday and a great weekend of the first week of we put it in the books, y'all. First week in November in the books. And man, already, man, I'm talking about, man, listen, it's just this year ran by us. You know what I'm saying? Ran right by us. Straight up. And but yeah, y'all have a great one. LBC.